welcome to Lamorinda Arts Council's virtual holiday celebration. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. My name is Denise Nomura, and I'm the president of the Lamorinda Arts Council, and I've been a board member the past 6 years. And tonight we celebrate with you the arts in Lamorinda. But first, let's talk about 2020. 2020 has certainly been a challenging year. What with the ongoing pandemic, the devastating wildfires, and the social unrest that led to protests nationwide, we have all been affected. Yet despite this, the pain and the heartbreak and the frustration of these events, one thing has remained constant, and that is hope. Hope that 2021 will be a better year. Now, creative expression is fueled by these kinds of emotional events, and the outcome can often be soothing, healing, even exhilarating. The arts are alive and well because creative people just keep creating. They keep creating no matter what. And the arts are alive and well in Lamorinda. The Lamorinda Arts Council is very honored and proud to be a part of the development of programs that ignite and sustain this artistic expression. In fact, you're probably going to hear it a few times today by some other board members, but our mission is to ignite and sustain artistic expression and appreciation for all ages in the Lamorinda community. We are an organization of volunteers celebrating this year our 70th year of creating and supporting programs that engage the abundant talent in our community. Some of these programs include managing 2 art galleries, the Art Gallery at Wilder and the Art Gallery at the Orinda Library. We hold, both galleries hold monthly exhibits of local artists showing their work. We offer our K-12 youth a supportive pathway to launch their singing careers with our very popular Lamorinda Idol and now our Winter Idol. Idol was our first program to go virtual this year, and it was very successful, and you'll be hearing more about that as well. We also offer our youth a chance to win prize money and also recognition in our very prestigious high school visual arts competition. And this juried event will be in its 18th year next year. Further, we also offer our literary artists a platform to read excerpts from their work while alternating with visual artists who show their work and talk about their inspiration. And this event is called Art Embraces Words. So these are just a few of our ongoing programs that we've managed over the years. Now, in March of this year, when the shelter-in-place mandate was put into place, all of our in-person events had to be canceled and our galleries had to be closed. So our board members basically, they came together, and our volunteers, and put together a very robust selection of programs that offered a safe way for our community to engage and express themselves. And all of these programs were held virtually this year. I am delighted to introduce to you the board members and the volunteers and interns who will highlight what happened in 2020 and our goals that we have for 2021. But first, let's enjoy this beautiful performance of Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree by one of our 2020 Lamorinda Idol winners, Miranda Klein.
Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling.
Thank you, Miranda, for that wonderful performance. Creativity is certainly not lacking at Lamorinda Arts Council. This year we launched 4 new programs, and those programs are Creating in Place, Artify Orinda, Lamorinda Super Shorts, and Art in Place. First off, here's Lois Reynolds Mead, who put together this very creative piece for Creating in Place.
As the pandemic settled in, the Lamorinda Arts Council created a virtual gallery to present the art of local artists that was created as they sheltered in place. Please visit the online gallery and enjoy their work. Purchase a piece for your wall. And if you have created art since March 15th, 2020, submit a piece for inclusion. All artists are residents of the Bay Area. We want you to enjoy their work in these unusual times.
Hi, I'm Maggie Bosco. I've just started a project for the Arts Council this year. It started in April to beautify some of the utility boxes in Orinda. We're one of the only cities in the Bay Area that doesn't have painted utility boxes. I'm standing in front of Rite Aid at one of our lovely boxes here, so you can see why we started the project. It's not too attractive. Instead of calling it Beautify Orinda, we're calling the project Artify Orinda. And the reason we're starting the project is we're going to try to get utility boxes all over town painted by artists, professional artists. Mainly we're getting artists that have been in the gallery or any artist that's around the Bay Area that would like to come and paint a box. In a few months, when we get our final agreement from the City Council and the Planning Commission, because they're working on a formal agreement right now, you will see this box transformed into a beautiful piece of art. This is our first proof of concept that we presented to the Planning Commission. It's on the side of the Mass gas station. It's a mural by Bill Carmel, and you can see it has a squirrel and a hummingbird, but there's also other hidden animals in here. And so come down to MASH if you happen to be dining over here at Casa Orinda and take a look at this lovely mural. I'm standing in front of CBS in downtown next to the mailbox here. This is our second proof of concept. It's on a panel on the back of 2 big belly recycling cans here. This is a painting by Kath Balamuth. It's a picture of San Pablo Dam Reservoir surrounded by local plant ceanothus. Very beautiful. Come down and take a look. This was our part of our process of getting approval for our Artify project.
Hi everyone, this is Michaeline in Sulaco. I am here to talk just for a minute about Super Shorts. Super Shorts is a film festival that we created this spring during COVID, and it was to give kids and adults and families the chance to make a short movie up to 2 minutes long using an iPhone or an iPad. And it was a really fun event. We had a lot of submissions. We had a lot of fun viewing all the movies and making the selections of the winners. And we're repeating Super Shorts this winter. We're hoping to launch it in January with the announcements and prizes to be given out in March. So hope you might be interested in Super Shorts. Maybe you'll come to the film festival that we hope to do on Zoom for the second edition. And it's been really fun. Thanks.
I'm Elena Olaski, a board member with the Lamorinda Arts Council. I'd like to show you this poster. It's for a program called Art in Place. This program was born when I started receiving email after email from friends and family and art supporters about wonderful things going on online for anybody interested in the arts. I received so many that I phoned Shelley Rose, our program director, who said, let's make a website. Here we have Art in Place. Access it to listen to music, to listen to recitations of poetry, all the major museums all over the world. So please join me in checking out Art in Place, lamorindaarts.org/artinplace.
And now I would like to introduce you to our board chair, Jenny Stalin. Jenny Stalin has been a board member at Lamorinda Arts Council for the last 10 years, and we are very thankful and grateful for her support and her contributions.
Hi, this is Jenny Stalin, Board Chairperson for the Lamorinda Arts Council. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the incredible individuals who make the initiatives of the Lamorinda Arts Council come to life in our community. Many of these individuals are talented artists in their own right, but they go the extra mile to create artistic opportunities for others throughout Lamorinda and beyond. In doing so, they bring to life LAC's mission to ignite and sustain the arts for all ages throughout Lamorinda. This year, in the midst of a global pandemic, political unrest, fires, and power outages, they have somehow managed to not only reimagine and pivot our existing programs to an online format, but also to create new programs and new outlets for creative expression in a virtual, safe-from-home environment accessible to all. I'd like to start by thanking our board officers, Denise Nomura, our president, who oversees the management of all LAC programs, Sydney Cheney-Thomas, our treasurer, Lois Reynolds-Mead, our board secretary, and board members Maggie Bosco, who runs the art gallery at the Orinda Library and has created the new Artify Orinda program, Aniston Breslin, who runs the visual arts program and the art gallery at Wilder, Michaeline Insalaco, who helps to run the visual arts competition and has created the Lamorinda Super Shorts and Creating in Place programs, Lawrence Cole, who is our past president, who continues to guide us and serves on numerous committees, June Lim, who helps to run our Lamorinda Idol program, Susan Montner, who is part of the Art and Public Places Committee for Orinda and brings her wisdom to our board meetings, Elena Olaski, who runs the Art Embraces Words, the Art Gallery at the Orinda Library, and the Art in Place Committee, Neela Pikel, who is our legal counsel, Jenny Rosen, who is a brand new board member, who is part of the Public Art Committee for Lafayette and has become newly involved in our Community Engagement Committee. Natalie Wheeler, who runs Art Embraces Words and helps to run our Poet Laureate program. And Sue Farmer, who has been a board member for many years and continues to bring us her wisdom and expertise. I'd also like to give a great big thanks to our program chairs, Steve Harwood, who runs our popular Lamorinda Idol program, and Samantha Spector, who runs our Art of Mixology fundraiser. I'd also like to give a big thank you to our program manager, Shelley Rose, who helps to keep us on track and runs the organization day in, day out. I'd also like to thank our public relations intern, Michaela Ebello, and our volunteers, starting with Josephine Sabaldaro, who brings her talents to our newsletter and our Art of Mixology fundraising program. Thank you to all our board members, interns, and volunteers. Your work is bringing art to life in our community, and that has made all the difference.
Hello, art lovers. My name is Michaela, and I'm an intern at the Lamorinda Arts Council. I volunteered because I'm taking business classes in college, and I'm interested in the arts. Every organization needs public relations to let people know what they're doing. Learning about promotion through online and print media combines my interest in arts and in business. As a PR intern, it's been a lot of fun learning about arts in Lamorinda.
When in-person events were canceled and our galleries were shut down earlier this year, the Lamorinda Arts Council board members, like so many of you, had to quickly transition to a new virtual world. Zoom became a household word, and we got very used to creating Zoom webinars and hold Zoom meetings. We are pleased to tell you how we successfully made this happen for one of our very popular programs, and that's Art Embraces Words. Natalie Wheeler, who co-manages the event with Elena Olowski, will tell you a little bit about how this popular program came to be. And then we will hear from Elaine Drew, who participated in Art Embraces Words as both a writer and an illustrator.
Hey, my name is Natalie Wheeler, and I'm with the Lamorinda Arts Council. I've been in the council for probably over a decade. My latest project is Art Embraces Words, and Elena and I came up with this concept of having writers read their work surrounded by beautiful artwork of local artists. And originally it was a live event where emerging writers would come to where I am actually right now at the Lafayette Library and Learning Center. They would read their work and the artists would display their art and the artists would talk about their art. We did this for probably 6 or 7 events and had a beautiful reception right where I'm standing. And then we had the pandemic. We decided we weren't going to give up on it, and we just figured out how to do a webinar. And it was a bit of a learning curve, but we eventually got there. And we have writers read their work, and artists do a slideshow and talk about their art, and back and forth between writers and artists. And the whole thing programmed together is wonderful. We have an audience that watches and asks questions, and we have an MC that moves the show along. And I think everybody enjoys it, and I'm so thankful that we were able to provide this for the Lamorinda community, because it was a gap in the community. We needed something like this, and writers really appreciate it, emerging writers who would never get this opportunity, and artists love it too. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Elaine Drew. It's been my pleasure to be part of Art Embraces Words as both an illustrator and a writer. Today I've recruited my husband Rob to read with me. We've selected some poems that make us smile, and we hope you'll smile with us. The first one I'll read for you is called Under the Mistletoe by Countee Cullen. I did not know she'd take it so, or else I'd never dared. Although the bliss was worth the blow, I did not know she'd take it so. She stood beneath the mistletoe so long, I thought she cared. I did not know she'd take it so, or else I'd never dared.
This poem is called Snowball by Shel Silverstein. I made myself a snowball as perfect as could be. I thought I'd keep it as a pet and let it sleep with me. I made it some pajamas and a pillow for its head. Then last night it ran away, but first it wet the bed.
And we'll finish up with The New Year by Horatio Nelson Powers.
A flower unblown,
A book unread,
a tree with fruit unharvested,
a path untrod,
a house whose rooms lack yet the heart's divine perfumes.
This is the year that for you waits, beyond tomorrow's mystic gates. Happy New Year!
At Lamorinda Arts Council, we have a curation team of 5 people, and I'm one of the co-curators for the Art Gallery at Wilder with co-curator Annie Breslin. The Art Gallery at Wilder, it opened in 2019, and it opened in the beautiful Wilder Art and Garden Center, which is located just above the fields in Wilder in Orinda. And prior to COVID-19, we held monthly exhibits with receptions being held the first Saturday of each month. Take a look at our 3 in-person events that we had this year, starting with Marlene Metropolis, who paints very naturalistic environments, and photographer Barbara Brady Smith, who exhibited a photographic series of equine beauties. And finally, Joel Tesh, whose otherworldly and very mysterious work had us all mesmerized. Once we realized that we can no longer exhibit in person, we moved our exhibits to online, where artists had the opportunity to show their work and also to sell it, and include a video presentation of their work. Some of our artists included Sherry Ravazza's acrylic dimensional dot paintings, John Anderley's painterly style paintings, Laura Harupian's paintings, which were created during the quarantine, Margie Caldwell-Gill's magical abstract artwork. And then, as I mentioned, the St. Mary's College Grid Art Club showed 6 students' work, 2 of them shown here. And finally, coming to you in December, we have the ethereal and breathtaking work of Susie Ellsworth Heathcock. Please visit our website to find out more about the Art Gallery at Wilder and the artists that exhibit there. Now let's hear from our other gallery, the Art Gallery at the Orinda Library, who's curated by Maggie Bosco. Maggie?
Hello, my name is Maggie Bosco, and I'm the curator of the Art Gallery at the Orinda Library, standing outside the back of the library right now. I've been the curator for the last 13 years. I have 2 co-curators, Bill Carmel and Elena Olosky, who helped me quite a bit with the gallery. I've been in the Arts Council a long time, and so before this library was ever built, a bunch of us ladies from the Orinda Arts Council came to a lot of city council meetings, planning commission meetings, advocating for an art gallery at the new library, and also advocating for a performing arts auditorium. So as you probably know, we have those things now, thanks to some of the ladies who were in the Arts Council many years ago. So during the time that I've been the curator, we've been changing the exhibits on the first of every month. During the 20 or so years that the library's been open, since 2001, we figure that we have probably shown 40,000 pieces of art, because the gallery holds 200 pieces of art, and we have over all these years, we have an exhibit every month. So I have really enjoyed being the curator. The best part about it is meeting the artists when they come in for the installs and seeing the art unfold, because when I book an exhibit, it's about a 3-year wait. We're booking into 2023 right now. So I see a picture of their art, but then when the artists actually show up and put their art on the wall and it all comes together, it's quite a wonderful experience to see it unfold and see it come together. And so that's one of the main reasons, meeting the artists and getting to know them, that I really enjoy being the curator. Unfortunately, our gallery has been closed during the pandemic since March, and so thanks to our fabulous tech team, they have put all of the exhibits that would have been in the gallery online. And so if you would like to see any of our exhibits, please go to our website and click on gallery, and you can see all the art. If you're an artist and you would like to exhibit here, or if you know of an artist in the Bay Area who would like to exhibit here, please reach out to us through our website.
Hi, I'm Shelley Rose.
I joined the Arts Council as program manager just over a year ago. I would describe my role as air traffic controller, making sure that all of our program chairs and volunteers are sharing resources and staying organized across all the different programs that you're hearing about tonight from my colleagues. I keep track of schedules, maintain our website, I keep all of you up to date on our social media and monthly newsletter, and whatever else comes up along the way. I'm here now to talk briefly about our Arts Partner program. Arts Partners pay an annual membership as an individual or an organization, and in return, we include their events in a special section of our newsletter, allow them to add events to the calendar that's publicly available on our website, and we promote their activities and posts on our social media. We're excited to announce that we have recently formed a new Community Engagement Committee, which has been tasked with making some updates to the program for 2021. We hope that you'll consider continuing or becoming one of our partners in the new year. I also want to mention our Spark the Arts Awards program, which recognizes local artists, patrons, and community members whose efforts are aligned with our mission to ignite and sustain artistic expression and appreciation for all ages throughout Lamorinda. In January of this year, we presented this award to Jennifer Perlmutter in recognition of her creation of JPG at the Bank, her gallery space in Lafayette on the corner of Mount Diablo Boulevard and Moraga Road. Thank you to Jennifer for bringing visual art, spoken word, music, performance art, and other artistic innovations to our community. If you know someone whose extraordinary efforts provide a much-needed spark in the arts community in Lamorinda, visit our website and complete a nomination form today. Thank you and happy holidays.
And there's still more. We did have a terrific high school visual arts competition take place earlier this year prior to the onset of the pandemic. Annie Breslin will tell us more about that and how it will change up in 2021. And Steve Harwood, our Lamorinda Idol chairperson extraordinaire, will tell us how he managed to change up that very popular performance-driven program. But first, in a year where in-person events were just not possible, how does a nonprofit meet their fundraising goals? Every year, we fundraise with the very popular event called The Art of Mixology. Well, guess what? That in-person event did not happen. So here to tell us how we flipped a sellout event into a successful fundraising crowd pleaser is Mixology Chair Samantha Spector.
Happy holidays from the Lamorinda Arts Council's Art of Mixology event. The Art of Mixology is the Lamorinda Arts Council's largest fundraising event of the year in terms of funding. And typically it brings over 300 people to Orinda Theater Square and 18 bartenders. The bartenders make their cocktails and everybody walks around and samples them. And it's a really fun event that happens every October. This year we held the event virtually and we accepted entries from over 30 Bay Area bartenders. And we narrowed down those entries to 5 and created cocktail kits based off of those 5 recipes. And we had hundreds of people in the Lamorinda community purchase the kits to raise funds for the Lamorinda Arts Council. We also had the generous support of our corporate and spirit sponsors this year. And we're very fortunate to say that we raised as much this year as we've raised in the past. And we also awarded, just like we always do, our top 3 mixologists prizes. And congratulations this year to Haley Coder of Martinez. She won our 2020 Mixologist of the Year award. So we hope to see you next year back in Orinda Theater Square. Happy holidays.
Hi, my name is Annie Breslin and I am this year's VAC chair. The 18th annual visual arts competition for high schoolers is going on this year virtually. The dates for that is going to be in March 2021, and right now registration is open. You can go to lamorindaarts.org/VAC and sign up. The deadline to register is February 19th at midnight. We encourage students who live or go to school in the local areas to register And we are doing 4 categories this year: 2D, 3D, photography, and digital art. So please go ahead and go and register. This program highlights our high school artists and gives them the opportunity to showcase in a local gallery. And even though it's going to be online, it's a great opportunity to be a part of a competition and present their artwork to the Lamorinda community. The competition features cash awards, and please save the date. This online gallery is going to be launched on the Lamorinda Arts website on March 1st. And another date to save will be March 11th at 7 p.m. as that is our Artists and Awards recognition show. It's going to be held on Zoom. It's at 7 p.m. We hope you'll join us during the awards show as we announce our competition winners and celebrate the students' creativity and the importance of the arts. Thank you.
In the face of COVID, Lamorinda Idol is alive and well. In March, we reorganized the 2020 program on a virtual basis, and we had an enthusiastic response with 115 young people submitting audition videos. These were judged and finalists were selected, and they were then invited to participate in workshops led by the wonderful Rena Wilson. They ultimately submitted their final videos, which were judged, and the winners were announced on a webinar, which included live comments from our finals judges, as well as the winners being brought onto the broadcast to make comments of theirs as well. On the heels of our success with the virtual program, we have made the decision to roll out the Lamorinda Idol Winter Edition during the academic year of 2020-2021, partly in recognition of the fact that many of the singing opportunities that are normally there during the academic year have been curtailed. Once again, we've had an enthusiastic response, so we're in the midst of another successful program. Looking ahead to 2021, we'll have either an in-person program or a virtual program, depending on how the pandemic rules roll out. At this point, I would expect it would be on a virtual basis once again during the summer. During the course of this, not only have we continued with the opportunities for young people to pursue their passion and grow in their singing, they've also had a side benefit that everyone is quite experienced now in making these videos, which has been lots of fun. So as I say, we're alive and well.
Thank you, Steve. And now I would like to introduce you to another of our 2020 Idol winners, Leighton Allen, who is going to sing Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
Troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Ooh, here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us.
Hello, I am Lawrence Cole, board member and past chair of the Lamorinda Arts Council. On behalf of the entire organization, I want to give a hearty thank you to all of our wonderful donors, some of whom you see listed on the screen before you, who make all that we do possible. With the support of our donors, LAC is able to nurture and advocate for the arts and to present a multitude of programs in the visual, literary, and performing arts. It takes a large family of contributors to make and keep LAC successful and growing. More than 50% of our $100,000 budget comes from our generous donors. Thank you, donors. The arts give hope, meaning, and joy. Our generous donors make it possible for LAC to touch the lives of thousands upon thousands of people here in Lamorinda. If you have not yet contributed to LAC, please go to lamorindaarts.org and consider making a statement that you value the arts and the work that LAC does with a contribution. It is with the deepest gratitude that I thank each and every donor and everyone who has participated or attended an LAC program or event. Together, we celebrate the arts, and there is much more to do next year and beyond. I am Lawrence Cole, and I wish you a most joyous holiday season.
Hello, I'm Sydney Cheney Thomas, and I am the treasurer of the Lamorinda Arts Council. Every year, we offer grants to organizations in the Lamorinda area and to individuals who either reside or work here. All grant requests must meet our mission to ignite and sustain artistic expression and appreciation for all ages throughout Lamorinda. We strongly encourage local artists and art programs to apply. In 2020, we granted funds to Youth Inc. by Orinda Juniors, Miramani Writers Mag, and to the OIS Bulldog Theater. If you or your organization is interested in receiving a grant, please visit our website at lamorindaarts.org/grants. Thank you so much and have a very happy New Year.
Hi, Lamorinda Arts Council. How are you? We're wishing you a warm, happy holiday season from Art Moves Project. I'm Lissa Resnick, president and co-founder of Art Moves Project, or AMP, and we are missing the LAC holiday celebration this year. Sending this along as an update. Last we met, we'd done our fall installation in the Lafayette Public Plaza in October of 2019, and then of course the pandemic hit. We haven't been able to bring the public art with live dance out into the community, but you might be wondering, well, what have they been doing? Well, we received an award from Lafayette Community Foundation during their COVID-19 community matching fund, and with that we built and created our first website. And Christy Mack did a phenomenal job, one of the co-founders. She was really the creative force behind this website. It's a place where you can check out all our other installations we've presented in the past. It talks a little bit about our founding story. You can check out the different areas, photography, video. There's a place to submit as an artist. There's a place to sign up for volunteering, for donating, and just to get a sense of the creative work that goes on with AMP. And we're really grateful to have gotten that done. It's launched. You might have even received an email from us with it. But anyway, if you haven't, we'll send it out again. And we're just thankful for the fiscal sponsorship that Lamorinda Arts Council provides us, and sending lots of good thoughts your way. Happy holidays.
Hello, everyone. I'm Marlene Dotterer, a local author and past president of the Mount Diablo branch of the California Writers Club. It's been my pleasure to read from my books at Art Embraces Words, and I'm very happy to be here today too. I was going to read from something of my own musings, and it's a piece titled Triumph. The celebration of the winter solstice has always had one fundamental meaning beyond the tilting of the planet. That meaning is the triumph of light over darkness. For all the millennia since humans first migrated to latitudes with seasonal change, the growing darkness of late summer and fall would bring bitter cold, shortage of food, and sickness. None of this changed immediately upon the hour of the solstice. But everyone understood that the change was gradual, and they celebrated anyway. It was the triumph that mattered. The triumph of light over darkness, that each day had more and more stronger light than the previous day. It brought hope that warmth and growth and health would return and the world would sing. In our electric Western world, we really have no experience with the importance of this moment. Yet the despair of these dark days can still eat our souls. Our despair may not come from hunger or cold or sickness, although for many of us it still does. But our despair is also of lives without community, without care and carefulness of taking care of each other or for the other. And for so many of us, it's also the despair of a loved one, suddenly and unreasonably gone from life. Our despair does not follow a calendar, so there's no worldwide day of triumph over despair. But this means that triumph is within us. It can come any day, over and over, just as we need it. The seeds are within us, and they're not subject to strictures of orbital mechanics or whims of gods. Every day, all over the world, when two or more people gather in a spirit of care and sharing for others, the light grows a little bit, and the darkness recedes a little bit. That is triumph. Thank you.
As you can see, Lamorinda Arts Council offers many wonderful programs for our community to engage in the arts and showcase their tremendous talent. We hope you will join in the fun, whether that be as a volunteer, a board member, or contributing artist, writer, filmmaker, or performer. We also hope that you will consider making a donation to support these active programs. You can do so on our webpage at lamorindaarts.org/donate, or on your phone right now by texting Holiday 2020 to 44321. Again, thank you for being here this evening, and thank you for your support in keeping the arts thriving in the Lamorinda community. Happy holidays to you and yours, and a very healthy, happy new year.
I want to wish you a happy holiday, and I want to ask you to do something. Make it creative.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, and happy holidays.
Thank you.
I'm Bill Carmel. I'm one of the curators for the Lamorinda Arts Council. Happy holidays!
Happy holidays. Thank you. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Thank you.
Thank you and happy holidays.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy holidays from Art Moves Project, also known as AMP. Lamorinda Arts Council, thank you so much for your continued support. Art prevails even in the toughest times. Let's keep going forward. Peace and love.
Happy holidays, and thank you so much.
Bye.